Billy Netsch.
I'm also Walenz. Welcome to Wildcat Report. Dual enrollment deadline is tomorrow the 29th. If you'd like to dual enroll with one of your AP classes, talk to Ms. Zua.
And also, 2 weekends ago, the Middle and West Show Choir held one of the biggest competitions of the show choir season. Schools from all over the Omaha Metro come to participate in Singsation, and even some schools from out of state. Let's go to Brianna to check more out.
Hello, I'm Davis with the Wildcat Report. Singsation is seen as one of the biggest regional show choir competitions of the year. Show choirs from all over Nebraska come to this all-day event. As you can see, things can get a little chaotic.
I'm really excited to perform today. I love our show and our costumes and like everything about it. I'm just really excited. Today, I've been here since about 6:30 in the morning.
We got here around 11 o'clock. We left our school at 9, so.
The first performance of Singsation began at 7:20 in the morning. West in the Groove was the closing show of the lengthy day. Concessions were provided throughout the competition. Although this event takes all day, participants share their favorite parts of the Singsation.
My favorite part of Singsation is coming to see all the different groups and all the different variety and people coming from a lot of different schools. It's really cool because you get to see different people come together and do like cheer-offs and stuff. It's really fun.
My favorite part about Singsation, I love meeting like all the different people from different groups and seeing all the different costumes, and then performing is fun too, and you don't have like the stress of like competing or anything. You just get to relax and have fun with it.
My favorite part about Singsation is being able to hang out with all my friends. We made finals. It was a great goal coming into here, and working with all these guys throughout the years, and girls. Working with all the guys and girls throughout the year has been a really rewarding process, and I think it's all come together today.
Singsation has countless amounts of memorable moments. However, even with all the entertaining performances, some parts may be less enjoyable than others.
It's just a really long day because you're here like in the morning to set up and everything, and then you have to like all day long with the competition, and then after everybody leaves you have to tear down and clean up, so it's just really long.
No, I don't think there's anything bad that I've experienced with this competition. All the people here are friendly, everyone's getting along with each other, the food's great.
Least favorite part of my Singsation is waking up at 5 a.m. in the morning, coming here and then staying until like 1 o'clock in the morning, but in the end it's all worth it.
Almost all show choir members' parents volunteer and help get each participant ready for a spot-on performance. The time and dedication these adults put into each show is remarkable.
I got here at about 5:45, and then I went home and had supper, and then I came back. Singsation is one of our biggest events, but I am actually a backstage mom, and so I work for all of the groups. So I work for the Swing Cats and Uptown Girls and West in the Groove, and my role primarily is to make sure that everyone is ready to go on stage and help in any way I can. So whether that's get a glass of water for somebody, or help fix a dress, or steam a skirt, or help with some makeup, or turn a collar, or mend a button, that's what backstage moms do.
The adults are here more than we are. They are here from like 2 o'clock in the morning till 2 o'clock the next morning. They are here all the time. They, the costume moms work so hard. Some of them make our costumes. They make every single part of our costume. They do everything, and sometimes I think we don't give them as much credit as they deserve. They work almost harder than we do. They work so hard at what they do.
Wildcat students should come to Singsation because it's like different. A lot of people like just like think about the sports as far as extracurricular activities, but we work just as hard as them. Like we have a ton of rehearsals, and we work really hard to put on a great show. And like seeing what other schools do with their shows and costumes, it's just an amazing experience.
Well, last year I wasn't in show choir. I was in the show choir band, but last year it was an enjoyable experience as it was this year. This year I think it was a little bit more enjoyable for me because I was actually in the show choir. And this year I think it's just been a lot better. It's getting progressively better.
Singsation has evolved over the years, from a simple showcase to a huge regional competition, hosted at Millard West. The hospitality and organization each volunteer puts into making Singsation happen is extraordinary.
In the past it's been really crazy, and there's always been a lot of drama and people just running around and screaming, and this year it's way calmer and it is way more organized and it's way more fun to be here than the past 2 years that I've been part of Singsation, which is really nice because it puts me at ease as someone that's volunteering.
Everybody here just seems super friendly, and our hosts were great. Like, they decorated our room really, awesome.
I think it's the hospitality that we give them and the positive attitude that we always have. We always put a smile on our face, and we're always really excited to see everyone, and we always encourage them. And for the groups that come in the morning that don't really have anyone supporting them, we usually sit and cheer for them, and I think that's one of the reasons why they want to come back is our positive attitude. So.
A big shout out to all the Millard West Show Choir members and their parents for helping out to host such an amazing event. This has been Brianna Davis reporting.
Right now, Millard West is hosting a fundraiser called Teens for Jeans. The Millard West Honor Society and the 40 Assets Group are working together to gather jeans for homeless teens in the Omaha Metro. If you want to participate in this fundraiser, you can drop off gently used jeans in front of the administration or counseling office. And also, in other news, the auditorium's been super booked since Christmas break.
Yes, the show choir has had it for Singsation. Minutes give us this Friday. Go check that out. And Improv night with Drama Club has also been leading.
Let's go to Kylie and check that out.
Kylie Widseth, the Wildcat Report. This past Thursday, the Millard West Theater Department hosted Improv Night. This night exists to raise money to provide scholarships to those who wish to attend the International Thespian Festival this summer.
Improv is basically you go up onto a stage and just out of the blue someone gives you a topic to talk about, and you right from there, off the top of your mind, you have to come up with what you're going to say, and it has to make as much sense as possible, and if it doesn't make sense, then it's not good improv, and if it does make sense, then it's hilarious, great improv.
One team came up with a very unique name and costume idea.
Improving all night. I don't know how we came up with it. It was like everyone was throwing things out there, and somehow we just came up with it.
We normally like to dress up for improv night, something crazy. And so this year we decided our theme would be sleepover. So that's why we dressed up and it ended up that we all decided that we would wear footy pajamas to improv night.
Throughout the years, there's always been a big competition between the student and the teacher teams.
Kind of did expect the teachers to win just because we always kind of have that ooh, we're the students and we're gonna one-up you, and they're like, no, we're actually gonna one-up you. And
we like it to be a bit competitive. It's not overly competitive because, we're all doing it for the same cause.
4 different teams competed this year. Unlike last year, the students, instead of the teachers, came out on top.
I didn't know what to expect. I didn't think we were going to, you're supposed to be oh, we're gonna win and stay positive, but I was just really worried.
I honestly expected Monty's team to win, but it was cool, it was nice. It's my senior year, so it feels nice to have that victory.
A twist this year was the addition of parents being added to the teacher team, which added family rivalry for Madeline and Ankita.
I liked that my mom was on the parent-teacher team because it just kind of made it fun, and she could get that experience herself. And yeah, I did try to be intimidating, and just jokingly, but it was fun. I think she really liked it.
It was weird because I didn't know if my mom was going to be good at it, but turns out she's funnier than I expect. She's not funny to me at home, but whatever.
I wasn't surprised because my mom is always really silly. She's kind of like me. We have similar personalities, so we're both kind of crazy out there, and so I wasn't too surprised because she likes to do that kind of stuff, just make little jokes and stuff.
This was Mr. Young's first year competing in the improv night.
Well, Lauren McKenzie approached me, and I decided that it sounded like it would be fun. I found it to be a really fun experience. I enjoyed being able to hang out with some of the teachers that I don't frequently get to see, and being able to do a little bit of improvisation with some of the parents as well. It was a positive event.
After his experience with improv night this year, Mr. Young wants to compete again in the coming years.
Oh yeah, I'm like a sugar junkie. I just can't get enough.
Improv Night raised enough money to offer 3 students with scholarships at the International Thespian Festival. This has been Kylie, Widseth, the Wildcat Report.
Juniors and seniors prom's right around the corner, so setup for post-prom has begun. It's Mondays and Thursdays from 7 to 9 p.m., so have your parents come help decorate.
And a senior at Millard West has a new addition to his family, a new pet that is. This may not sound super newsworthy, but Landon Johnson's family was written about in the Omaha World Herald about a heartwarming story including their new furry pet.
We discussed, my grandma, one of her wishes was for us to take the dog, but we already had 3 and we could not take it.
This is Elvis Erin, used to be Gustus, now it's Johnson, named after Elvis Aaron Presley, of course. This was the dog of Judy Gustus, and he was loyal to her until the second that she passed away.
Judy Gustus, Landon Johnson's grandma, died of cancer in early December, leaving behind her best friend Elvis, her 6-year-old dog.
I was devastated. I was more devastated for my mom because it was my grandma's dog and it was my mom's dog, and I felt really bad for her because the nurse was supposed to take it and she thought that it would have been a good home, and it ended up not working out very well.
I texted her in the morning and said, how was his first night? And she said, he ran away. And I was like, you're kidding, he ran away? He was gone. So then then we had to have the funeral and Christmas, and then I ran an ad, like 6 days later I ran an ad in the paper. And on the 8th day, a guy called me and said, have you seen that, or have you found that dog yet? And I said, no. And he said, he's right just in front of my house. And that was on 13th Street, right across where my mom was, her body was for her funeral and her wake.
In the January 6th World Herald, Elvis's vet spoke of a 6th sense that some dogs have. It is believed that because of the special bond that Judy and Elvis had, that he could sense where she was.
I have no clue how that could have happened. My grandma actually has never been to that church before, and the only time we were there was when it was for a funeral, and I don't know how the dog ended up being right across the street. It's weird.
And we saw him over there in a neighborhood, and he ran from me, and we tried to get him and he wouldn't, so we parked the car, and then I took one of my mom's old blankets, I threw it in the street, and some lunch meat, some ham, and he still wouldn't come. So I really slow, he stared at us, I really slow got out of the car and I laid on the blanket, and I called him, and he came. And he was frozen solid like a popsicle. His body, his hair, his feet, everything. So he lived for 9 days on the streets.
After nursing Elvis back to health, the Johnson family knew that it was meant to be.
And I said, oh my God, we can't give him away now. And he goes, no, he's our dog now. And that was it. And then we just knew that he was our dog. And I think my mom sent him because she knew no one would take care of that dog the way I take care of my dogs.
I'm Austin Walenz with the Wildcat Report.
This Sunday, February 3rd, is definitely going to be a football day in a lot of American households. The Super Bowl is this Sunday, 49ers versus the Ravens. Who's going to win?
Ravens all the way.
Okay, I don't really know, so I'm not going to put my 2 cents in. But here at school, the Millard West junior varsity and varsity cheer teams and other area schools are going to be hosting an event called Jam the Gym. They're going to be performing a lot of their cheer routines that have won state titles. So if you want to check that out, it's at 4 p.m. and it costs $3.
For more on sports news, here's Baylee and Connor.
Hi, I'm Baylee.
I'm Connor.
This is Sports in 30 Seconds. First off, both our boys and girls basketball teams have winning records, and it's getting towards the end of the season, so go check them out.
Super Bowl Sunday is coming up, February 3rd. It's going to be brother versus brother, Ravens versus 49ers.
The NBA All-Star Game is in Houston this year on February 17th, and just go watch some stars, ball it up.
This is Sports in 30 Seconds.
Letter of intent signing deadline is Wednesday, February 6th. If you're an athlete here at West and you've made your decision on where you're going to college, make sure to talk to Mr. Loof by February 1st.
And one of our own Millard West students, Erin Oeltjen, has recently signed with Nebraska Lincoln to be one of their swimmers next year. Let's go to Faith with more on our champion swimmer.
Hi, I'm Faith Cain with the Wildcat Report. Being a high school athlete requires dedication, hard work, and a positive attitude. Erin Oeltjen shows these attributes through her record-breaking performances in the pool. She has now been a standout in her last 4 years.
As a freshman, it's kind of just taking things in and seeing what it's like for the first year. And then you definitely have to learn to lead in and out of the water, which is probably the hardest part about senior year. And then physically, I've gotten stronger and just more comfortable in the water and more comfortable racing.
Erin came in as a very highly touted freshman. She was very talented and and she did a really good job for us as a freshman. So I think she got second in the fly and second in the backstroke. And then through the last couple of years, she's gotten even better. She's won, I think, 3 individual state championships so far. And she's been on, I think, 4 relays that were gold medal winners. So she's done a great job.
Erin's last 4 years, she has made a big impact on Millard West athletics, from breaking the school record for her 100-meter backstroke to being a team leader.
And when there's times when an athlete isn't doing as well as they should, or maybe don't have the race they need, she's done a great job of consoling them, guiding them, giving them words of encouragement, and you see that build the team. And then the next time swims, they have a great swim.
Seeing how hard she works at practices makes me want to work harder too. She's super fast. Like, it's kind of makes me mad sometimes because she's so fast.
Well, Erin's a leader just because she's a senior and we're all supposed to be the leaders of the team, and a lot of people look up to her just because she is so fast and so good. We all look up to her and try to be kind of like her. One of the best things about our team is definitely the teammates and the friendships I've made. A lot of the girls that I swim with, they are my family and definitely my best friends. And it makes it so much easier just to train when you have your friends holding you accountable and right there with you. That's my favorite part, just how close we've all gotten.
Swimming has always been a part
Erin's
of Erin's
intense
life.
work
Her
ethic at a
success
young
in high
age
school
with her
is
talents
thanks
have
to her
led her to
dedication
receive
as a
a
child.
scholarship from the
I did swim
University
lessons when I
of
was little,
Nebraska.
just like everyone else does. And then I swam like a summer league, and then I decided I want to swim year round. And like other sports like soccer and basketball didn't really work out. So I think I was like 6 when I started swimming year round. Well, I'll be swimming in Nebraska for the next 4 years, and I'm really excited. Nebraska was just really impressive, and they spoil their athletes. They have special eating places, and they get so much clothes. I just was really impressed, and the coaches are awesome, and they know Stoff. So knowing that the coaches know my coach just made me feel more comfortable there. They were just really nice. I love the girls, love the team. And swimming at a D1 school is intimidating, but it's really cool. I'm excited to be a Husker.
She was really excited. She looked at some other colleges before, but we've had some past Millard West swimmers who go to UNL, so she was really excited to go there too.
I was definitely frustrated looking at colleges. I just wasn't having the luck that I thought I would, and I was almost just gonna say, I don't want to swim college, but everything fell into place. And I'm really excited that I do get to swim for the next 4 years.
Throughout her aspiring career, her coaches Stauffer and Bocott have harnessed her talents.
Stoff and Bocott are like my other dads. They are just supportive and wise. They're just everything you could ever want in a coach. And it's really sad going to be leaving them, but I know I'll keep in touch, so I'm not worried about that.
While racing, she may be announced as Erin Oeltjen, but to her team, she's known as Thunder.
We always call her Thunder because of her thighs. It's kind of an inside joke.
Stoff started that. That was all Stoff, and he will never own up to it, but he started that. It was more just a joke because a lot of us girls are more muscular and thicker, as he likes to say, but it's just a joke about my thighs.
Although Erin has succeeded, there are challenges that every star athlete faces.
There's very few negatives to Erin Oeltjen. Maybe one of them, and this is true with a lot of great athletes, they fear their own success. Like, they get to a point where they're not sure they can go any faster, or they're going to get any better, or they're going to have any better performances. And, when you get to the elite level that Erin's at, there are times when she shows that fear of, I'm not sure I can do what you're asking me to do.
As you get older, it's really hard to understand that your body changes and you're going to hit a plateau, but that's when you have to start getting really technical and work on the little things, because you can only get so strong, so tall, so then you have to work on technique, which Stoff is really good at explaining that and helping us push through that.
To keep herself going, Erin also teaches swim lessons to help refine their strokes.
Watching little kids swim and how much they enjoy it just kind of helps
remind me sometimes why I started. When it gets tough, you always question why you started, but it was definitely just because I loved it. And watching them just reminds me of that.
Erin's talents has led her to becoming a record-breaking performer, but her character has made her a star among her peers.
I would describe Erin as very dedicated.
Inspirational.
Nice.
Goofy.
Bubbly.
Hardworking. Intense.
Dependable.
I'm Faith Cain with the Wildcat Report.
That's all we have for you guys today. I'm Baylee Netsch.
I'm Walenz.
And this was the Wildcat Report.